Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and I'm so excited for today's video because we are starting Project Pan. Now, if you're not familiar with Project Pan, it's basically a challenge where you prioritize using up what you already have before buying something new. And this mostly applies to makeup items, beauty items, sometimes cleaning products. But in this video, we're going to be doing a lot of my beauty, skincare, makeup products, hair products, and just try to really work our way through those. For some reason, I have a lot of products. I have a lot of minis, little travel size things. And basically, first step in this challenge is to compile everything together and see what you have. So I was pulling from different areas of the house, different cupboards that I have, different bags that I stuffed things in, and basically just compiled everything onto this one table, and then I got to sorting. I feel like Project Pan kind of originated from the sustainability aspect of it. A lot of people, a lot of beauty influencers were kind of tired of buying new products and not really using what they already have. I feel like for me, the angle of this is more so the decluttering and kind of minimalism side of things. I just want to get rid of things, but I don't want to be wasteful. So I do want to use them and make sure that I have taken advantage of the fact that I own them, use them, and then get them out of the house. Now, I do feel like I am pretty good at not buying something new when I know I have it at home. But when I put everything together, I was like, wow, I did not know that I owned this much stuff and that most of it was just hidden and I had no idea that I even had this. So it's kind of opening my eyes to some new products, experimenting with things. I will say I kind of have sensitive skin. Like, I literally scratched myself maybe 10 minutes ago and it's still red. So I do have very sensitive skin. So it might break out, I might not react to products well, but this is another good opportunity to figure out what I like and what I don't like. And then in the future, I just kind of figure out my staples, things that I know I can always turn back to and that works really well for me. So after you get everything together and then sort it into categories, the next step is to designate a spot in your home that is going to be your store. So basically, you are going to shop from this store instead of shopping from the actual store. So if I need a new shampoo or a new lip gloss or something like that, I will go into my store. I've decided to make my store into my closet, but I think it's a nice place to display everything, and then I can visually see it kind of shrinking more and more. Hopefully, that's the goal. I am heavily inspired by Rebecca from the After Work channel. I love her videos on Project Pan. I think they're so chill. I think they're so realistic, and that's exactly the format that I'm going to be following here. Just gonna kind of take you along, do some monthly updates, see what products we can get through, and then I also encourage you to do the same. If you want to document the process, you can make like a YouTube short. You can comment on my videos and let me know the products that you got through. I would love to hear if you're also taking on this challenge. Now, one thing Rebecca did in her video that I don't think I'm going to do is that she listed out all the products that she had and then she's crossing it out one by one. I am lazy. I typically like a list, honestly, but I'm just not motivated for some reason to actually make a list. I think because I already have the product set up, I'm just like, okay, I can see it. I don't really need a list, but I would recommend doing that if you're a list person and you like crossing things off. What I am doing instead is I'm taking this container and filling it with all the things, all the empty products. Do you guys remember when YouTubers used to do empties videos? Those were good. I think being able to see visually it going from my closet to being used to being put into this bin will really just help my brain and like motivate me to really get through these products. Hopefully you have a good understanding of Project Pan by now. I will be doing these videos once a month in between my regular uploads. So if you're interested in checking those out, make sure you subscribe so that you will be notified of my future Project Pan videos. Here I am sorting through some of my makeup. So in the white container, I have my everyday makeup, and I was just making sure that I had one of each product. I wanted to be really intentional about just focusing on one product at a time. And so everything else that I wasn't using at the time would go back in these drawers. I did a little bit of shopping as well, just to see what I didn't have in my current bathroom cabinet. So I just started pulling out a few things, a few skincare items, and decided on a few things that I would focus on over the next few days. So here's a tour of everything I have. Again, these are my makeup drawers, lots of stuff that I'm excited to work through. I also have this little pot of shower and bath items, lotions, perfumes, and hand sanitizers, hair mousse and hair cream, and then shampoos and conditioners. In this little container, I have a lot of face masks and pimple patches and nose strips, whatever they're called. And behind that, I have some sunscreen. And then the biggest category here is skincare, everything from moisturizers to cleansers to serums. I have it all. As you can tell, I just took a shower. So this was my first shower starting Project Pan, and it's the weekend, so I did a little bit of like an everything shower. By the way, this is a new brush and I'm kind of liking it. So there's a hair mask in the shower that I used, and I think it's good for maybe one more use. So I'll be able to finish that up. And then I also had this little travel size that had a little bit of face wash left in it. So I just emptied that out. I'm gonna put this back with my travel stuff because I do like traveling with this glass container. It actually really comes in handy. I do want to do a little bit of skincare, so I'm going to shop my store, find a couple of things, and just do a little bit of self-care on this Saturday afternoon. But before we go shopping my closet, I do have these Sugar Bear gummies. They're hair vitamins. I have never in my life tried these. I'll be honest, I don't like anything gummy texture. Oh, why do they smell like cat pee? I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I can do this. I'll be honest, they smell not good. I'm seeing my friend America tomorrow, so I will see if she wants these. Okay, another thing I want to do, because I have tons of these, I would like to whiten my teeth. I actually meant to do this earlier this week and just never got around to it. Oh my god, my nails like match perfectly. Oh, now I'm gonna talk funny. I didn't even think of that. Okay, let's go shop my closet for some skincare. I honestly can't tell if this is like impressive or embarrassing. I kind of want to do maybe a mask and like a serum. So let me look at these samples. I don't know how I feel about rose. I might try it though. Yeah, we'll do this one. And I will also do a lip mask. Let's also do this eye gel. This one's from Pleasing. If you know, you know. Okay, it's been a little over a week since I started Project Pan, and I'm making really good progress. As a reminder, this is what we have in the bin so far. This week I wanted to focus on just starting to get into the habit of using more skincare products. So I was able to finish this eye gel from Pleasing. And I also did a face mask, which made me break out a little bit, but I feel like sometimes your skin has to get worse before it gets better. I also finished another floss thingy. Luckily, I get these for free from my dentist, so I have a couple in my closet that I can shop from. So I'm kind of excited to like start a new one. I'm like really into flossing right now. I don't know. And then I was finally able to finish this. I have had this for a long time. I got it from Macy's Backstage, and the last time I went to a Macy's Backstage was when I lived in San Diego. So this is probably 3-4 years old. Finally finished it. The smell is not my favorite. It's a little irritating, so happy I'm finally done with this. That means I don't have a dry shampoo anymore because I also finished this one. I really liked this one, so I think I'm gonna pick this one up again. Obviously totally fine because I don't have a dry shampoo in my back stock or my store. So that is where we are at, just a little bit over a week in. I've just been a lot more mindful about like, oh, I should be using this before it goes bad. Kind of practicing reaching for more products has kind of been the focus. That is it for now, and I'll check in with you a little bit later. I meant to do this right when I started, but I totally forgot, and every time I go in the shower I remember, so I'm gonna do it right now. I'm basically gonna mark with a Sharpie where I start if the bottle is clear. This one is a reusable bottle, but I feel like it would come off, right? This is very serious. So I can actually see my progress. I feel like it'll help motivate me more if I see the line going down. I have these little squeezy tools because I want to get as much product out as possible. I really love this Summer Fridays one, the green one, because it's clear. The backups that I have like a tint to them, so I'm not as excited for them just because I prefer clear over like a tinted. But I am going to use those before I repurchase this, because that's the whole point, you know? I don't need to buy something when I have pretty much the same thing anyway. I might have to cut it open. Oh no, here we go. I will be carrying it around like this for the foreseeable future. Hello everyone, it's been a couple weeks since I last checked in, so I wanted to give a bit of an update. I don't really remember where I left off, but just kind of wanted to show you some products that I've been able to get through. I actually just went to the dentist, so they gave me more floss. They gave me a mini toothpaste as well, so that is perfect for my travels. Speaking of travels, I also went to San Diego this past weekend, and I was able to just shop from my closet of like minis, which was really cool. So I didn't have to like decant anything. I could basically just take all these minis. I didn't make as much of a dent really just because I was there for 48 hours literally, but I do have a couple of things that I was able to finish off. This honestly only had a little bit left. I usually use this when I travel, so I just used whatever was left in here. This is a face lotion. I also finished this Earth Harbor Mermaid Milk. This is also a moisturizer, and I really liked this. I would actually purchase this. It was very cooling. It had a great smell. It just feels really refreshing. So yeah, gonna keep this container because it's a good container for travel. I also finished this Superfood Air Whip moisturizer from Youth to the People. I traveled with this to San Diego and just kind of finished it off. Again, gonna keep the container as well. One thing I've learned is that when I do my next round of shopping in my closet, I think I want to grab things that are just small, whether it be samples or like travel size, because I think I need more quick wins. I'm getting a little tired of like feeling like I'm not making progress with like my shampoo and my face wash. Like it's going really slow for me. So I think I want to shop for my closet and grab things that are just tiny amounts that I can get through within a couple of days, and that'll make me feel like I'm making more progress. That is everything I have for now, but I will keep you updated on the moisturizers that I decide to start working through. Hello, it is the next day. I just took a shower and I have a pile of things that I have completed, so I want to show you. Yesterday when I was doing my skincare, I finally finished The Ordinary Milky Toner. I love this stuff. Like, I've already repurchased it, but like I mentioned previously, I think I want to start going for those smaller wins. So to replace this, I've picked up this little sample that my friend got when she was in Korea, and it is a brightening and wrinkle improvement toner. So I'm just gonna try this. It's from Nature Republic, super tiny, probably easy to get through. Again, I just want like a quick win. I'll see if I like it, see if it works on my skin. Honestly, this has really been the only toner that I've ever had that has worked for me, but who knows? K-Beauty could be different, could be better for me. I also mentioned that I ran out of my moisturizer, so I just replaced it with this little sample size. I quickly got through it within like 2 times. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with this one. I think this is like a one-time overnight mask situation, so I will be finding a backup for this by tomorrow. I also finally finished this hair mask that was in my bathroom. I got about 6 or 7 masks out of this, which was pretty good. It's just a coconut oil bonding conditioning mask. Smells really good, makes my hair feel nice. And yeah, I don't know if I would repurchase this, but I definitely feel like my hair has been like going through it, so I can definitely tell a difference. It is taking me a while to get through shampoo and stuff, but I have other hair products that I can kind of focus on. One thing I have learned during this project pan is that I'm now kind of focusing on other things in my life that I can really start using up and like getting through. Like in this month alone, I have read 2 books and I'm on my 3rd book, and I've also done 3 puzzles, and we know that I have a lot of books and a lot of puzzles. So I think it's just kind of motivating me to like finally use them, get through them, and just kind of get them out the door, because the reason why I'm doing this is really to help with decluttering and just getting stuff out of my apartment and just owning less. So yeah, it is nice to also be going through some books and puzzles as well. It's also really helping me stick to routine and habits. Skincare obviously is a big one, like flossing and like tooth care. Like I'm trying to use up my products, but not in a way that's like wasteful. It's more so just like I have them, I want to use them, I want to have this as a part of my routine, and Project Pan is kind of motivating me to do that. Also really random, but I finished this hand sanitizer spray. This has been in my car for so long, and I finally focused on just finally getting through it. So happy about that, mostly because I don't really like the smell and I have a million other hand sanitizers. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to the pile as well. I technically have a week left of my first month of Project Pan, so I will check in with you later and see if we can add any more products to our pile. Hello, it is me again. Today is the 18th, meaning that I have completed the first month of Project Pan, and I am so happy with my progress. I'm like weirdly excited and like really enthusiastic about this challenge. I think it's so fun going through products and seeing it all kind of disappear, and also using new products has been pretty fun as well. Anyway, I needed to give you a couple updates before I end this video. Charlie is here to investigate everything and give her 2 cents, right? So first, we're gonna go through a couple things that I was able to get through in this last week. I have this Youth to the People overnight mask. It's the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. I really loved this. I would actually purchase this in a larger size. So I took a picture of this and I'm like, okay, in the future, if I want a mask, this could be a good one. After I was done with that, I moved on to this Beauty Stat Peptide Wrinkle Relaxing Moisturizer. Honestly, it's so small, I cannot tell if it did anything, so I don't know how I feel about it. I was also able to finish this little travel size container. I had put some green color corrector like primer in here. I found this like in the back of my drawer and I was like, oh, I need to use the rest of this. So I finished that off. I was also able to finish this giant body wash that I got on clearance right after Christmas. The scent is fresh mistletoe, so I've just been smelling like Christmas all year. Anyway, I really like this smell. It was a good one, but it did take me a while to get through this. And finally, I was able to finish off this deodorant. I realized that I didn't have any replacement deodorant in my back stock, so I actually had to go to Target and get a replacement. Okay, so a couple things that I'm currently working on or replacing. So for the body wash, I'm gonna start with this CeraVe body wash for rough and bumpy skin. This was in my shower and then I took it out so I could focus on that other one. It's not my favorite because it's not scented. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like anything, so I feel like I am not getting clean, which I know is not the case, but I bought it, I have a lot of it left, so I need to use it. Since I'm going through moisturizers so quickly because I have these like small little samples, I'm gonna continue doing that because I like the quick wins. And I'm gonna start off with this Summer Fridays sample. It's just a plumping moisturizer, whatever that means. And then after that, I will go to this Laneige Water Bank Cream Moisturizer, which I actually had a sample of it, so I know that I like it. And then lastly, I have this cleansing water, which I'm gonna decant and put into here. I just ran out of makeup wipes, so my priority is going to be the micellar cleansing water, and just working through this. That is everything that I have for you in this first month of Project Pan. I, again, am like weirdly excited and motivated for this. Let me know if you're also tackling this challenge. I'm curious to see how it's going for you. I would love to hear it in the comments down below, so make sure you leave a comment. Again, I'm going to be uploading a video like this every month just to give you an update on how I'm making my way through all of these products. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any feedback on what you'd like to see specifically around Project Pan, let me know. Leave it in a comment down below. And yeah, I will see you in month 2 of Project Pan. All right, bye. So satisfying. Wait, should I count? I think I'm gonna count real quick. 20 products. 20 products we were able to get through. That's awesome. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and today's video is going to be month 2 of Project Pan. I'm so excited to share some updates and some products that I've been able to get through over the last couple of weeks. If you're new here, I started Project Pan in mid-April with the goal of basically just decluttering a lot of products that I've been holding on to for a long time. A lot of these products are beauty, hair, makeup, all the things, and I'm just ready to get it decluttered from my space. If you haven't seen the first video, no worries, I've linked it down below. Go ahead and check that out. But if you've already seen it, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to part 2 of this series. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, today is June 1st, and I figured I would give you a little bit of an update. Hope you're enjoying my hairstyle right now. Just getting everything out of my face because I am going to be doing this mud mask. Before I do that, I kind of want to go through a couple products that I was able to finish up. Finally, my shampoo finally got through that. This is where we started, so I was able to finish this in the first 5 weeks, 6 weeks of Project Pan. And then I literally just finished this conditioner. We started right here. Took a while to get through this. There was some hiding. I had to swish around some water, but I'm pretty sure I got practically everything. Got through this moisturizer and this eye mask, this travel size hair mousse. I had to decapitate it just to get everything, but I actually really liked this. This toner, which I think made me break out. I'm still kind of seeing some breakouts. Not my favorite. It was also really hard to get out of the container, so wouldn't really recommend. Finished another floss and already working on another one. Apparently this is a 2-week supply, so it's taking me about like 3-4 weeks to get through one, but at least I'm flossing. I'm also working through some whitening strips and some blackhead strips. I'm not going to count it as complete until I've completed every single one that I own, so I'm actually just gonna throw this out. So I have a new shampoo in my shower. I have a conditioner that I'm working on. The current toner that I'm working on is this Laneige Cream Skin. It's actually really similar to the milky one from The Ordinary, so I've been enjoying it. I don't know if this is also making me break out, but I like that more moist, milky texture in a toner, so not too bad. I'm also doing pretty well getting through the body wash that is unscented. It actually has a little bit of a scent to it, and you know, it's not the worst. I am not looking forward to finishing that because then I have like body bars that I need to get through instead of like a liquid body wash, and I don't like bar soaps. I only have them because I got them as like gifts or like in a gift pack sort of thing. So not really looking forward to it, but I should be able to get through it pretty quickly. One thing I did want to touch on while I'm putting this mask on is that I am really struggling to get through my makeup, and Mostly because I don't wear makeup every day. Like I do when I go into the office 3 days a week. I don't always wear it on the weekends, and I'll only put it on Mondays and Fridays if like I have a meeting or if I'm doing something or like seeing friends. So yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to get through that, also because I wear pretty light makeup. I'm not really a fan of heavy makeup, so it's taken me a while to get through it, I will admit. I think I need to be more intentional about makeup, and I'm doing pretty well with like my concealers and the liquid products. It's the powder products that are really more difficult in my opinion. Like I've been using the same blush for a long time. Oh, my battery's flashing. Nelson, can you get me a new battery? And I don't want to like just slap on the makeup because I want to get through it, you know? Like I'm just gonna continue to do what I normally do. But man, it's a slow process. It's gonna take me a long time to get through the makeup. I will say, I went to Target today and there was no urge to buy anything new. And since starting Project Pan, I've only had to purchase deodorant and dry shampoo. So that's really awesome. It's a good feeling. I don't know if this is supposed to be a one-use thing, but there's a lot of product in here. Anybody want to take bets if this will break me out? I've used it before and I honestly can't remember, but I remember loving how smooth my skin was after, so we'll see. I did some cat sitting for my friend America, and that was a good opportunity to use up some of the minis that I've been holding on to. Hello everyone, we have about a week left of the second month of Project Pan. I just went for a run. I'm about to take a shower, but I wanted to update you on a few things and some progress that we're making with a couple of products. The first one is my face wash. It doesn't look like it's that much of a difference, but I promise you it is. It's taking me a very long time to get through this, which I guess is good, and this is definitely a staple, so I don't mind that it's taking me a while to get through this. I am almost done with this little travel size shampoo. I actually should be able to finish this in my next shower, so that is great. Can't wait to start a new shampoo. As far as conditioner, I only have about that much left. It's kind of hard to see, and I made the line up here, but in order to get all the product out, I have turned it upside down. I wish this body wash was clear so you could see how much progress I've made on it. That just shows you how light it is. There's not very much product left in it. I got through this a lot quicker than I thought I would, to be honest. Honestly, it is a pretty small container. It was just really intimidating at first. And then a couple of things I grabbed from my store. Like I mentioned, my hair isn't doing the best, so I decided to grab this mask. I'm gonna use this in the shower. I'll see if it helps at all. Also, since it's Friday, I've decided to do a little bit more skincare, and I'm doing these under eye masks. And then in my shower, I'm gonna use one of these sugar cookie shower steamers. I used one a couple weeks ago. It was okay. There's no need to go out and purchase these, in my opinion. You just kind of put them in the shower with you. Honestly, I didn't think they worked that well, but after this one, there's only one left and I'll be done with it. I feel like some things are going really slow and other things I'm like hitting the end of them, and that's providing some really good motivation. So yeah, this month has been going really well. Again, so far, still the only things I have purchased are deodorant and dry shampoo. Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna show you what Nelson does every time I take a shower. He runs up on the toilet and he'll just sit there and take a shower with me. Not with me, he doesn't go in the shower, but he just watches me take a shower, and it's very wholesome and very cute. Yummy. Okay, let's talk about makeup. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I'm having a hard time getting through everything. There are a couple of liquid products that I can physically see it kind of dwindling. So like my tinted moisturizer, my concealer, my liquid blush, and my liquid eyeshadows. I can really see that I'm making an impact there. It's really the powder products that I feel like I've been holding on for forever. Like this blush that I have, I've been working on that, I think, for years. It's kind of discouraging, I guess. I don't know, if anyone has any advice, I would really love to hear it. My friend Bree is staying with me, so we had a nice little weekend, a nice little Sunday where we just dilly-dallied. We got some really amazing pastries and coffee. We actually went to a mall, which I had never seen a mall so busy in such a long time, but there were definitely temptations. Bath & Body Works and Ulta and Sephora. Project Pan has been so satisfying, and I definitely want to continue without having to purchase anything else. Project Pan is kind of bleeding into other aspects of my life, and I do want to revisit my no-buy list. I don't really remember the goals that I set for myself, and I think it would be nice to revisit those and just make sure I'm on track. Hi everyone, I am currently at a hotel in Anaheim. I am here for VidCon, and this is technically my last week of the second month of Project Pan. So I wanted to give you a couple of updates. I'm in this bathroom with incredible lighting. Let's start off with the bad news. I've had to make some purchases for this trip, and I'm upset that I had to do that. The first one is this hair mousse. I did not have a travel size that I could put in a checked bag. So I needed to get something that was under the allowance. Similar vein, I got some dry shampoo. I think I'm going to focus on only using these for travel because I don't want to run into the same issue again. So when I get home, I'm not going to continue to use these until they're empty. I'm going to go back to the products that I was using and just kind of set these aside for travel only. What I'm really upset about, but it was needed, I bought a travel size sunscreen, and I'm annoyed because I have this at home. A bit frustrating, however, I didn't realize how hot it was going to be. I didn't realize how bad the radiation or UV rays were going to be, so this is definitely needed. I got very toasty my first day here, and I just want to avoid any sunburn if I can. I'm not super happy about having to purchase this. However, I am getting through a couple of products while I'm here. The first one is this little mini mouthwash. I don't even remember which hotel I got this from, to be honest, but it's been sitting in my closet. I'm finally using it. And then when this is all empty, then I will just refill it in the future with mouthwash when I'm traveling. You guys saw I have a whole big jug of mouthwash that I need to get through. This is also really random, but I do have some wrinkle release spray. I've probably had this for 4 years, at least 3-4 years. Obviously really good for travel, and there's probably about maybe this much left of it. I probably won't get through it anytime soon, but I'm definitely using it up and taking advantage of the fact that I own it. This spray I've had for 6 years, I think. I got it in the UK when I traveled there, ironically, for VidCon. I think this was 2019, so the smell always takes me back to London and VidCon, to be honest. So I figured I would bring it with me and kind of feel nostalgic with the smell associated to VidCon. I didn't use it for many years because the strong smell association kind of like made me sad a little bit. But now I'm trying to like turn that around and have positive associations with this smell. Is that weird? I also brought this little version of my perfume. This bottle is like leaking a little bit, so I'm trying to use it up while I can. I have a full size of this that I'm currently working on getting through, but I need to start using up these minis, and what better way than while traveling. It smells so good. Got my toothpaste that I got from the dentist. Perfect, love it. I'm still working on this toner. I should be able to get through it probably by the end of this trip. And then because I don't have any makeup wipes and I'm trying to get through my micellar water, I found a little container and just decided to fill this up with the water that I already have, of course, and gonna use that as my makeup remover method. I do prefer to travel with wipes, but I refused to buy wipes. So a good solution here. And then in the shower, I have this shampoo and conditioner. This will be good probably for a couple trips. I have this mask because my hair is suffering right now. And then I just brought this instead of decanting my current cleanser. There's still a lot in there, so this could be good probably for a couple trips. I also brought a bar soap. I need to use it up, so I brought it with me thinking that hopefully I could get through it, but it's just not getting any smaller. There's a lot of soap in these things, a lot of uses. What's funny though is that when I get through this, I'm gonna have no evidence of using it up because I don't have the package that it came in. So we're gonna have to remember to add this to the list. Never straightened my hair, so it's funny to see myself with straight hair. Hello everyone. Before I wrap up this video, I wanted to talk about 2 products. One, I finished my Summer Fridays, obsessed with this, and I moved on to a different color, and I'm really sad about it. I do like the clear, but I gotta get through the other ones. I actually might cut this open because I feel like there's a little bit left in it. Another thing I wanted to talk about is this moisturizer. I don't know if I can get through this. First of all, I didn't realize it was for 65 plus. It's a wrinkle expert cream, and the target audience, it smells like grandma. And I put it on my face a couple nights in a row, and each night I just felt like I was getting a headache. So I think I might have to give up this one. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about what I should do about this. Would that be breaking the rules? I don't really know. Oh my gosh, I was editing this video and I realized I didn't do a final count of everything from this month. So let's go ahead and do that. $16, $17. 17 items. Isn't that what I had last time? I don't remember. It just feels visually like a lot, and that is very satisfying to me. Like, I'm very excited for this to eventually leave my house. Anyway, that is everything I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching my month 2 update for Project Pan. If you're also doing Project Pan, let me know how things are going down in the comments. I'm super excited to continue this series, so make sure you are subscribed for future videos. It's gonna take me a while to get through some makeup and stuff, so definitely stay tuned if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and this video is going to be month 3 of Project Pan. I've made a lot of really great progress and I'm excited to show you some of the products that I've been able to get through. I'm also going to show you what my shop looks like. It looks a lot different than when we started, and I also have some new products that I've purchased. I'll explain. Before we get into it, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. I'm so close to hitting 7,000 subscribers and I would love your support and help in making that happen. Okay, let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my closet. I have a couple of Project Pan updates for you. It is July 6th. I had a nice long weekend of relaxing. I did some skincare, so I wanted to show you a few things that I was able to get through basically just the past week. So I'm really excited about this. First of all, like I mentioned, I did some skincare and I actually did this vampire facial. I don't know if people call it a vampire facial because it looks like there's blood on your face. But it's from The Ordinary and I swear this like brightened up my skin. You're not supposed to do this too often, but I forgot that I had it, so I definitely want to continue to use this. And then after that I used a cleansing aloe vera cream mask, and I think this is gonna have to be a favorite from here on out because I do have really naturally red skin and it really helped my skin look more even and even a little bit brighter. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to my favorites list. I finished these capsules that you put in the shower. Nothing to write home about, wouldn't recommend. I also finished this conditioner and I currently don't have a conditioner in my shower. I was kind of utilizing like these masks as my conditioner, but because I finished that purple mask, I was able to buy a new one. So I am very excited about that. I do have one conditioner left and it is a travel size, and I'm actually looking at a pile of stuff that I'm going to bring on my travels. I'm going to SoCal for a week. So I'm really excited to just take all my travel minis with me. Okay, and last thing I wanted to show you is I finally got through this Curlsmith. I was using it as a mousse. It's more of a foam, but I was kind of considering it a mousse. So all done with that. I can't believe it. I got this in February. I just completely worked my way through it. I would probably purchase this again in the future. Not right now because I have way too many mousses. Mice? Meese. So I have a half-used one that I have put in my bathroom so that I'll use it. I have a full one that I'm using for my travels, and then I have 2 extras that are just waiting in line, waiting to be used. I have really curly hair and it's naturally very frizzy, so I'm trying to find a process that works well for me. This mousse previously has worked really well for me, so I'm happy to start using it again. I got a lot of it. So I did purchase a curl cream and it has been fantastic. My curls have been a lot more defined, less frizzy. I'm still kind of working on my curl routine. It's gonna take some time, but I did allow myself to purchase that curl cream because I did not have anything of that consistency. So these are my empties so far, plus that purple mask. I've also decided I'm just gonna get rid of this. A lot of you recommended that I use it like on my feet or use it for like shaving or something, but the smell is just so bad that even the thought of it like gives me a headache. I'm not gonna push through on this one. I'm not gonna include it in my final count. Probably just gonna throw it out, to be honest. It is probably expired as well. Later on, I am going to talk a bit more about some products that I really need to focus on. Moisturizers, for the most part, I'm really good at the face moisturizer, but I have a lot of other ones. I have this one, I have this one, I have these 2, I have another hand cream. I'm just really bad at moisturizing my body and hands and feet. I definitely want to make that a focus. There are also a couple products that are in my medicine cabinet that I just overlook all the time. Yeah, I just need to start incorporating those into my routine. I'm also going to do a little packing segment later in this video showing you all of the mini products that I'm bringing with me to SoCal. This time I am driving instead of flying, so I can bring whatever I want. This is everything I'm taking to SoCal. That looks like a lot. Hello. Okay, I'm probably gonna make a mess, but whatever, I don't care. In my brain, it's gonna help me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to combine all of these sunscreens into one container. And yeah, they're all different. One's 50 SPF, one's 30. I don't even know what this SPF is, but I think I just need to consolidate. I think that's gonna help my brain, and then I can just focus on getting through this. One is a face sunscreen, one is a body. I don't really know. I just need to wear sunscreen, to be honest. It's like forbidden cream cheese. I think I did a good job. I'm gonna use the rest today on my arms. Yay! Look at that. Nice and compact. Now sunscreen feels a little bit more attainable, and I can just use this for the rest of summer. It's a good travel size, and yeah, hopefully I will not forget it. Now I technically haven't used these two sunscreens, so I will put them in my little bin that I have, but I'm not going to count them as completed until I get through this. I also wanted to share some updates on this Summer Fridays that I did decide to cut open. I was like done with it, but there's still a lot of product at the very bottom, so I'm going to continue to use this while I am just at home. There is sunscreen in my mouth. And then I also have this Aquaphor that I cut open. There's still a little bit left, so again, just using this around the house. But my little decapitated products. Okay, so I did purchase a couple of products, but hear me out. So first up, I have purchased this conditioner. Why? Well, I ran out of all of my conditioners. I was able to project pan them all, which is fantastic. I even for a little bit was focusing on using up masks as conditioner, so I'm all out of those as well. So because of that, I got a new conditioner, and I also got this mask. Now, did I need both of these at the same time? Probably not, but I wanted the option of having a mask. I'm in the middle of figuring out my curly hair journey, and I do like the option of having a mask. So I got these two products for my hair, and I also got this mini as a reward. So I used my Sephora points to redeem this. It's the Amika Smooth Over Frizz Fighting Treatment. These kind of go hand in hand. Again, I'm trying to work on my hair, trying to reduce frizz, so I figured I would try this out. I do really like their dry shampoo, and so far I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, always looking for products to help reduce my frizz. The next thing I got was my foundation, and I was going back and forth on this one because I have a lot of foundations. Right now, the ones that I own are either expired or not the right color. So earlier this month, I finished the foundation that I was currently using, and it was this exact shade, 20W, working really well, wasn't expired. I finished that, and then I was like, okay, I'll move on to another foundation. The ones that I had in my back stock, first of all, were all expired. I think they expired in 2024. And usually I'm like, whatever if something is expired, but you could tell that the product just still wasn't working the same. Like, I was getting a lot of patches on my face of like the makeup smearing or like clumping together. I was like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. And also, now that we're in summer, I'm a little bit more tan, so the colors that I had just weren't working well. I even tried like combining some of them together to like come up with a homemade shade. Oh, it just didn't it just didn't work. I got a replacement. I did this, I came home and I realized that I already have a different foundation. So not the same brand, but I do have a different foundation. Project Pan is tough. You don't always get it right. Even if you have your whole catalog of things that you own in front of your face, you can still make mistakes. Now, there is one thing that I purchased I didn't need a replacement of, and it was more a sense of urgency and fear that it would sell out and I wouldn't find it again, and that's where they get you. We're not all perfect, it's fine. But I did get the Rare Beauty Luminizing Lip Gloss. I did get this, even though I am totally fine on lip gloss. Those are the products that I have accumulated. At least I'm thinking a lot more clearly when I'm shopping. When I get these small little minis, I'm like, oh, I know I can get through these. I know how long it'll take me, and I'm confident that I'm going to use up every single drop of this. And I think that in itself, the mindset shift, is a big win. All right, let me show you the updated store. Okay, this is what the store is currently looking like. Also have some makeup right here that I think I'm gonna take some of this out and put it up here so that I can see it a bit better. Got my new products that I need to add, and then products that are in progress. I think I'm gonna move all of my skincare into this container. I've really made such amazing progress on all of the masks and stuff that I have. I have one more nose strip, which is great. I do have a lot of pimple patches, which is fine. It's not like I'm really rushing to like get into those. That's more so like good to have on hand. So maybe I'll just add the skincare here. I do have a couple of bath bombs that I should utilize. Dang, I've had these for so long. I'm just not a bath person. This is like my teeth section. I am on my last thing of floss, and when that happens, I'll start utilizing these little sticks. I am going to the dentist in like 2 weeks, so I'll be getting more floss then. So hopefully I can get through these in the next couple of weeks. Oh man, it's the moisturizers. Maybe if I like bring them up front. I need to replace my toothpaste, so I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, I'm putting all my like sunscreen and moisturizers in this bin and kind of bringing it closer to the front so that I remember to use them. And I only have one more bar soap. It's actually for your underarms. I mean, I could really use this anywhere on my body probably. I'm almost done with my bar soaps. And then I'll get to purchase a body wash. Yay! I do have these little perfumes that I need to get through. They smell so good. They're so perfect for travel. And yeah, I just need to kind of just like throw one in my bag. I want to put more of my makeup here so that I remember how much I have. My lip products. This is why I shouldn't have purchased that lip gloss, but I did it anyway. I did just finish my favorite lip color ever. This is the second full-size one that I have finished, which is so impressive to me. I just replaced that one with a different color, so now I only have one left. I say only one, but I have more options. I have so many eye products. I have 2 powder blushes on standby. The one that I've been working on for years, potentially. Probably at least 2 years. She's still hanging on. I do have 2 backups ready to go, and I've been focusing on utilizing my liquid blush as well. So doing liquid and then a powder, so like kind of doubling up on product. I like the look of it. The rest of the stuff that's in here is just kind of like special makeup. Like I do not wear this on the regular. It's more so like for concerts. I have like glitter, shimmer, like a body roller, these as well. I do have a palette in here that I would eventually like to get to because I really do like the colors in here, but I have another palette that I'm focusing on. Okay, so here is the after. This is where we're currently at with my face wash. We started here and we're now down here. I have been prioritizing this other face wash that I was using when I was traveling, and I just want to use it up. We are so close to being done with this. I would say maybe 2 more showers. This shampoo is going really well. I'm also kind of doubling up on it and using this as a body wash because I'm currently using a bar of soap. And you know what? I was a bar soap hater and I still kind of am. But this is the brand in case you're interested. I got this as a gift and I was like, I'm never gonna use that. However, I really like it. It has oatmeal in it, I think, which works really well on like sensitive skin. It used to be the size of this box. Like it was big and we're working through it. It also has little bits in it that help exfoliate your skin, and my arms are so soft. So I don't know, I may be converted. A few more updates. This is my last nose strip. I'm excited to repurchase because I love nose strips. But this is Biore. If anyone has any other brands that they recommend, I would love to hear it. I feel like they're so satisfying, so I'm open to any and all suggestions. Almost done with this toothpaste, and I have backup. I'm almost done with this Peach and Lily eye cream, and this is a fave, so I'm definitely gonna repurchase. I've also been switching back and forth between these 2 serums depending on my mood, I guess. This one is almost gone, so close to being gone. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and then I got this as a sample Juice Beauty Anti-Wrinkle Overnight Serum. I will say I don't really like the smell of this one, but it's almost done. We're almost through it. And then in the moisture department, I've really been trying to use these after I get out of the shower. I really like this one. The body oil, it smells really good. It's like, it just feels, especially in the summertime, I don't know, it just feels so nice. You just feel really hydrated. When I went to SoCal a couple weeks ago, I did utilize the sunscreen that I compiled together, and look how much I used. That's pretty good. That's pretty satisfying. The sun was so intense there. Like sometimes I forget the weather and you know how brutal it can be, but I went to Disney. I had a couple pool days. So yeah, I was really adamant of using my sunscreen and I did a great job. Look at that. Okay, let's go through all of the products that I was able to get through this month, and then at the end we'll kind of do a count of everything. I was able to get through this hair mousse and also this volume foam. Got through my conditioner, which meant that I was able to purchase a new one. Really happy about that. And because of my travels, I was able to just take these minis on the road with me. Here is a shampoo and here is a conditioner. I got through these 2 hair masks and I was able to purchase a new one. Kind of random, but I finally got through this makeup brush cleaning gel. I usually just use baby shampoo and I've had this one for so long, like 5 years. So thank goodness, finally got through it. In my travels, I also finished up this wrinkle release and this hand sanitizer. During my travels, I also was able to empty these 2 little containers. I think this one had like a body wash and this one had some toner, and yeah. So I'm not gonna count these because they were already empty. I finished this little sample size perfume from Dime. This is like my go-to smell. 7 Summers, that's what I smell like. Shower steamer, do not recommend. Finished up this mask and this mask as well. Got through some floss. This is the most consistent I've ever been with flossing. I also cut down this Aquaphor and it's completely empty. I'm still working through the Summer Fridays lip gloss that I cut open. There's still a lot left. So thank you to those who said that I should cut that open because I was fully convinced that it was done. On the makeup side of things, I finished this Rare Beauty tinted moisturizer, and then of course my favorite lip product. I am so sad I'm gonna have to wait a while to replace this. I do have a mini that I carry around in my purse, so I'll have that on hand if I do want this color. Okay, that's everything we got through. Let me do a quick count. That is 18 products. I feel like every month, every time I do this, it's around 15 to 18 products that I get through. Yes, the timing was a little off on this video. I was traveling for a week and then I got sick for 2 weeks. Kind of been all over the place, but I think it's still a pretty accurate representation of all the products I was able to get through. I know this video is late, so I appreciate your patience, but we'll get back on track. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for month 4. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie, and today's video is going to be month 4 and 5 of Project Pan. If you're new here, I started Project Pan in April of this year, and I've just been working through a bunch of products with the goal of decluttering these things from my space. I'm approaching this project more so from an angle of decluttering and spending less on things I don't need, but there's also a sustainability aspect to it, a little bit of minimalism, but yeah, the main theme here is just decluttering and getting these things out of my apartment. Like I mentioned, this video is going to be month 4 and month 5 of Project Pan. Over this time period, I've really been focusing on routine and just making sure I am reaching for these products, that I'm doing my skincare, my teeth care, trying to figure out a curly hair routine, all that good stuff. I've gotten a lot better at making sure I am incorporating these products so that I can use them up and move on to something else that is in my back stock. Okay, let's get into it. First, starting off with a lesson that I learned based on the comment section of my last video. So I learned the hard way that you should not combine your sunscreens, and they should also not be in a clear container. So whatever I said in my last video, do not listen to me, do not do this. Thank you to those who commented on my last video letting me know that I shouldn't do this. I also was stubborn and I was like, oh, it's fine, like I'm still gonna use what I have. So I took this to Disney, I used it at Disney, I used it like on my forehead, on my sides where I typically get burnt, and I broke out so bad. Lesson learned. The sunscreen that I mixed was probably expired anyway, and I think mixing it just made it even worse. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna clean out this container, cut my losses. I mean, is it really a loss if it was already expired? Who knows? I'm also gonna throw out these empty containers. I'm not gonna count it in my final count. RIP to the sunscreen. Luckily though, I have other sunscreen in my back stock. I can just move on to something that is not expired and not mixed. On the topic of expired products, I have made the decision to let go of this old makeup. I talked about this in the last video, but I've had this for a while. It doesn't sit on my face correctly, it is expired, and it's the wrong color. So just all of the things. I really tried to make it work and it just didn't. So I'm also gonna be letting go of these. I think I'm gonna empty them and recycle the containers at Sephora. So I'm gonna do that. Again, not gonna count this in my final count. This is what I look like after my runs. It's very hot today, so I'm extra sweaty, but I'm about to take my shower. I have really enjoyed my routine of going on my runs in the evenings and then coming back inside and doing like my nighttime routine. I've really been enjoying it, just taking a nice shower, making sure I do all my skincare. And of course, since this is a Project Pan video, I figured I would take you along for tonight's evening routine. So let me give you an update on some products. Excuse the fan, I know it's loud, but I'm currently working through this body wash from Costco. I do have this underarm bar soap. This is my last bar soap, and it's okay. It's not really my favorite, but you're just supposed to use it under your arms. And then I have my face wash, which I use every single day. That line is actually from when we first started. So yeah, it's taking a while to get through it, but I don't mind. I also have this detox shampoo, which you're only supposed to use every 4 to 5 washes. So I would say it's probably like halfway through, but in the meantime, I've still been using this Function of Beauty. I would say there's probably like a third left of it. And then I'm really enjoying this conditioner that I got from Sephora. I would definitely purchase this again. This product I don't use too much on the regular. I will if I feel like I have like a dry scalp or like buildup on my scalp. And then this product as well, this is a good staple to kind of keep in my shower if I'm feeling like I need to exfoliate. But I definitely don't use this every day. empty, so I'm gonna use whatever I can squeeze out of it. It may be nothing, to be honest. Oh, I think we finished this. Okay, one product done, and then another product that I think this is the end. It's the Peach and Lily eye cream. I don't know if I can get one more out of it. Okay. I really love this stuff, so definitely will repurchase. I have been loving this. My skin is just drinking it up, and I have a lot of this in my back stock, so I'm happy about that. And then of course my favorite, okay, let's talk a little bit about the new products that I have purchased over the last couple weeks. I mentioned this in my last video, but I did recently get a Costco membership, and I think this is going to be really good for some of those products that you can buy in bulk and you know that you're going to love them. Nelson. Oh, okay, see ya. For example, I have my deodorant, toothpaste, and body wash. I felt confident buying these in bulk because I know I can get through them. It's not like I'm gonna go a day without using really any of these things. So I felt comfortable in that, and they're brands that I love. Now, I do have a weakness when it comes to Rare Beauty, and you saw it in my last video as well. I caved and I bought a lip gloss. Did I need the lip gloss? No, but did I need the lip gloss? Also, yeah. Anyway, they recently released their new perfume, and I decided to get the travel version, mostly because that's all they had in store. But I did want to try the scent first and make sure that I like it before I invest in something bigger. This is like the perfect travel size, so I'm really happy I went with this. And then the smaller one is actually a roll-on, so pretty unique, really good for travel. And actually the Rare Beauty body spray that I currently have is almost complete, and I'm shocked because I don't think I've ever completed a body spray in my life. I don't know if you can see, but there's about that much left, so really impressed by that. There's definitely also that sense of urgency of like, it's gonna sell out. Like whenever I go to Sephora, I just check and see what they have, because you never know what's going to be there one day and not the next. So when I came across these, I knew I had to get them. I have never heard of these in my life. I think they're genius. They make you smell greater longer, and you can layer like different scents. I'm sorry if this seems like I'm tempting you to buy things, because I know that's not the point of Project Pan. I'm just being honest here. Like Project Pan, for the most part, has been pretty good and pretty easy. I'm way more familiar with what is in my back stock and what I currently have in my cabinet, that I don't have that urgency to buy it right now. When I walk into an Ulta or Sephora, I'm like laser focused and I don't get distracted, and I end up spending less money, which is great. This, in a 2-month time period, pretty good. Okay, we're back in my closet, which as always, it's just a mess. This is my current store. I'll go into it a little bit more, but I am preparing for a large trip. One thing I've really enjoyed about Project Pan is that when I go on my trips and travel, it is so fun to shop my store and just grab what I need for my trip, especially because I had a lot of mini travel size items. So it was just super easy to grab and go and use it up while I was on my trip. I'm gonna start pulling aside some things that I know I'm gonna need for this trip. Okay, I have these 2 sunscreens. Should I bring both? I feel like this is not gonna be enough because I'm gonna be in Florida, I'm gonna be at Disney, I'm gonna be by the beach. So I might just go with this larger one. And then I have a smaller travel size face sunscreen that I think I'm gonna use. Oh, I also have a spray. See, I told you I had no worries about letting go of expired sunscreen because I still have a lot. I need to start working on this hand cream. I'm gonna bring this because I'm gonna be flying, and I don't know, who wants to have dry hands when they're traveling? I have been kind of crushing it with getting through hand sanitizer. I think I'm gonna pick one that I want to bring on a trip that should last me the whole time. Which smell do I prefer? This is the Bridgerton collection that they did at Bath & Body Works. I also have this in Kindle form. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. I can't believe I only have one left. I went to the dentist recently and this is a new one that they gave me, so I'm just gonna replace my travel toothbrush. I'm also gonna replace the head of my razor. See, it's just so fun shopping. I didn't unpack after my last trip, so here I have some other products here, but this mousse is not gonna be enough, so I'm gonna take the bigger one and just kind of put this back for next time. I do have a shampoo and conditioner. That'll last me the whole time. A dry shampoo and this frizz treatment stuff. I also have a fairly new toothpaste, and here's the sunscreen I was talking about. So those are all good to go. I think that's everything I'm grabbing from here. I don't think I want to grab any makeup from this. Oh, I'm gonna bring this. My new Rare Beauty. This is perfect travel size. Hopefully I can associate the smell with this trip. That would be nice. Here is what the current store is looking like. I have my perfumes and body sprays, bath bombs and body wash, one hand sanitizer left, deodorant and some extra hair products, toothpaste, hand creams and lotions, makeup here, some other makeup that is fairly new, my Costco stock of toothbrush heads and razor heads as well. Got some teeth care back here, a good amount of skincare, and then Q-tips, cotton rounds, face towels, and micellar water. Okay, moving on, I wanted to make a little bin of things that I want to try to finish up before I leave for my trip. So I'm gonna have this out on display and just have it as a reminder to really get through these products. I feel like that would be a really great win. So yeah, let's go through my cabinet. I would love to finish up this body spray. We are so close, so I'm really gonna focus on using this. I also have this after shower nourishing body oil. I have really been loving this, like after my runs, taking a shower and then using this. Like, it's been such a good summertime smell, feeling. I don't know. It has like a, I don't know what the smell is, but it smells very citrusy and nice. I have this snail solution, which is not my favorite, but I think there's like one or two more uses left. This lip mask I've had since the very beginning, but we're almost there. I'm almost done with it. Also almost done with this serum. I really enjoyed this and I'm excited to move on to another one to see how that works with my skin. I won't be able to finish the rest of this because you're only supposed to use this like once in a blue moon, but I do want to do a full skincare, like deep clean, I guess, before I go. So I am going to be using this. And I also have my last nose strip, this mask, and a couple wrinkle repair patches. So yeah, just really going in on skincare before I go. I have this Curology hair formula. It's to help some of my bald spots that I have. Just my 30s, I guess. And I keep forgetting to use it, so I'm gonna keep this out. Not necessarily to use the rest of it, but just to use it. And then lastly, I want to try to do a little bit of self-tanning so I'm not completely pale before being on a beach. I've never used the face drops, but I've used the Express Tan and it was okay. Okay, so I have a pile of products that I'm going to be focusing on for the next week or so until I leave for my trip. I feel like this is a good plan, feels a little bit more attainable, so I'm just going to keep this out on my countertop. Before I leave you, I wanted to give you a roundup of all the products I got through over the last 2 months. But first, I wanted to look at the larger container that has everything that I've used up. Oh, smells good. Like that's kind of crazy. Some of these products I've been holding on to for forever and just not using. And so to see it all here completely used up makes me feel very successful. Okay, so this is what we worked on over the last 2 months. This is so random, but I did finish this pack of flushable wipes. I don't know, I had these in bulk too, so I'm working on another one now. Very exciting. Deodorant, hair mousse, this soap, which I surprisingly really enjoyed. Maybe I'm not a bar soap hater. Might have to repurchase. Toothpaste, a body lotion, 2 serums, a mini face wash and eye cream, travel size toothpaste, and a pack of floss. I used up all of the random floss sticks that I had in these little containers, so I just kept one to count as one. I finally got the rest of the lip balm out of this, so that is done, and also this e.l.f. eyebrow stuff. That is so dry, there's nothing left in there. Okay, so let's count it up. 15, 14. So the total here is 15. Even though this was 2 months of progress, I still feel like we did a great job. Just because I'm so close to finishing a bunch of other products, it feels really attainable to get through the rest of my store, and I don't feel like having a backstock is like wasteful. Like, I know I'm gonna get through it. It looks like I focused on a lot of bigger products, but honestly there are so many minis in there. Okay, let's add this to the pile. So that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to be with me along this Project Pan journey. I would love to hear how things are going for you. If you're also doing Project Pan, or if you're thinking about doing Project Pan, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you all. I would also appreciate it if you could subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10K subscribers by the end of the year, and I think we can make it happen. I would really appreciate your help and your support in making that happen. Also wanted to say thank you for your understanding when it comes to this being, first of all, a late video, but also combined month 4 and 5. This is not my full-time job. So, you know, it's like a side project, side hobby situation. And sometimes it can be a little difficult for me to find the motivation to film and edit and everything. So I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Let's talk about this. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie, and today's video is going to be a Project Pan month 6 update. I can't believe I've been doing this for 6 months already. The timing is a little off, but I've been traveling and I've been busy with work, so let's just get into the updates. Okay, first off, let's go through some products that I was able to completely get through in month 6. But before I do that, if you are, Nelson, are you gonna tell them to subscribe? But before I get into that, if you are interested in this type of content, I would love it if you could subscribe. It's my goal to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I really think we can make it happen. I would love for you to subscribe and join our community. Okay, I have a few larger items that I was really impressed I was able to get through. First off is this hand soap. You know, I wash my hands a lot, but really like this stuff. I got a value pack from Costco. I'm already on the second one, so yeah, really cost effective, and you know, you're always gonna use hand soap. Next up is this face wash, which is my favorite. As you can see, this is where we started at the very beginning of Project Pan, so happy to finally complete this. I'm already on the next one. I also finally made my way through this Function of Beauty shampoo, and I'm currently using a different shampoo now. In October, I was traveling a lot, and I spent a lot of time in Florida and in like hotter weather. I was in Austin for a little bit, so I was able to use up this entire thing. This was kind of a communal, anyone can use it spray, so I was really impressed with how quickly we were able to get through this. As you guys know, my sunscreen saga, I got a lot of sunscreen, so I'm happy we were able to get through this. And my mom almost threw this out on the trip. She was like, it's empty, just throw it out. And I was like, no, you don't get it. I have to keep it. I have to show the people. I have to give a Project Pan update. So I took this all the way back to California with me just to show you guys. I also made my way through all of my blackhead strips. I had like a huge pile of those, so I'm happy those are done and over with, although I really do like them, so I'll probably repurchase. And then I also had a lot of dental picks, and made my way through all of those as well. I had these eye patches that were really useful for travel and just, you know, tired eyes. I used this frizz fighting treatment. I got this as a freebie at Sephora, and this was useful for travel. It did leak a little bit in my suitcase, so I don't know how much of it I actually lost because of that, but I got through it pretty quickly. Also got through this travel size toothpaste, this travel size hand cream from Rare Beauty, this hand sanitizer as well. As of last night, I finished up this floss and I'm officially out of floss, and I don't go to the dentist until January, so I'm gonna have to buy some floss, which I had so many floss sticks and so much from the dentist that I'm really shocked that I got through all of it, but I have been really prioritizing it as something that I do every day, so I'm kind of impressed with myself. A few skincare things. This is the Ample N Peptide Shot. My skin loved this. I definitely will be repurchasing once I get through all of my skincare. It is from Korea, so I don't know what that looks like tariffs wise. I got through this little snail solution from Korea as well that my friend got for me when she was there, and my skin did not like it. I don't think my skin likes anything snail based because I've always broken out every time I've used anything with snail in it. And lastly, if you know, you know, when you go to a Disney resort, they have a lot of things you can take. They have a lot of really good H2O products, even though they're not called H2O anymore. But I got through this entire body lotion, and the smell is just so nostalgic. If you know, you know. Okay, so that is everything I got through. Let me do a quick count. Okay, 15 items, but we're not done yet. I have a lot of updates for you and a lot of things to talk about, so let's get into it. So I have 4 products that I've decided I'm just gonna throw out. My skin did not have a good reaction to them when I was trying them out. And I just think they're either expired or my skin is just too sensitive, so I'm just gonna let go. First one is from Good Molecules. It's a discoloration correcting lotion, and I usually use it like here on my chest after the shower, and I've noticed every time I just like kind of break out and I get just really red. It's not really acne, but it's just like my skin is irritated. So I'm just done trying to use this, and I'm gonna let go. I also used this on vacation. This is a face sunscreen, and yeah, I used it here and my forehead and on the side because that's where I typically get burnt, and I broke out so bad when I was in Florida. Because I know I only placed it up here and that's exactly where I broke out, I knew that it was this sunscreen. I'm just gonna let go. And lastly, before I went to Florida, I wanted to do a little bit of self-tanning, so I gave this tanologist a try. Well, I've had this for a while, so I definitely used it a couple years ago, and it worked for me then. I just think it's expired, so I am gonna let this go. We are letting go of these 4 items. I don't know if I should count these in Project Pan because they are being decluttered from my space, but they're not fully used up, so I don't know. Let me know what you think and if I should count them or not. So I wanted to show you what I packed in my little travel bag, the minis that I used, and just kind of give you an update here. Got my mini deodorant and my mini toothpaste, which are still good to go for any future trips. I have this mini shampoo that I got from Target. It was on clearance. I guess I didn't need to get a new mini shampoo, but I did. And yeah, that's about halfway done. And then similarly, this is about halfway done as well. Good for the rest of my trips for the rest of the year. I found this wrinkle release spray in my car, and good for travel. I would say it's about maybe a third left. I got this mini body wash from an Airbnb that I stayed at in Florida. I took a lot of stuff from that Airbnb, which I'll talk about soon, but I took this with me and obviously finished that up. These 2 products you've seen before, there's still some left, so again, good for the rest of my travels. these two products are new. I wanted to try out this Amika Frizz spray and just see if it helps my hair at all. And to be honest, it was really good to have this in Florida. I used it a lot and it's actually, oh, is this empty? Oh, sorry, Nelson. Oh my God, I just kind of sprayed him. I'm sorry, I didn't see you back there. Okay, this is almost done. So I think I'm gonna pull this to the side and focus on finishing this up. And then there's a hair cream from this brand called Day that my friend really recommended. And I wanted to try it in a smaller size. So I ended up getting this little holiday pack, I guess you could say, that had the hair cream. It had, is it dry shampoo? I don't know, we'll look at it soon. But this is the hairspray. And honestly, this was very useful to have in a travel size as well. So yeah, happy about that. And then I have my Rare Beauty perfume. Can you see that? It's like almost done. I used it so much traveling. I initially wanted to do like a pack with me segment, and I meant to film when I was traveling to just kind of talk about the products that I use when I'm traveling, and that just never happened. I think I was just too overwhelmed, too stressed, and totally forgot about it. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So this bin is a combination of new purchases plus things that I took from the Airbnb that I stayed in and the hotel that I stayed in. Just things that I've collected from hotels and Airbnbs. Let's start with the new products. So along with the Day hairspray, I also got, yes, so it's the dry shampoo. And then the product that I actually wanted to try is the 3-in-1 styling cream. So this will be in my rotation when the time is right. I also got this hair mask from Amika. It's the Intense Strength Repair Mask. Currently don't have a mask in my store, so kind of gave myself the okay to get this one. To be honest, I didn't really need this. I did like a large Target trip before all of my travel started, and I think I just went a little crazy. I got these eucalyptus shower steamers because they were on sale, but like my previous shower steamers that I've gotten, like I didn't like them. So I'm hoping these ones are good. Definitely had a slip in judgment, I think, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, why did I get that? Oh well. Okay, and then last purchase here, I needed a new eye cream. The one that I was using before was the Peach and Lily one, and I finished that a while ago, and I've just kind of been going through my skincare routine without an eye cream, and I'm noticing a difference. So I decided I wanted to try this one. I've heard good things about it. It's the ROC something. Has retinol in it, line smoothing, things like that. Next up, we have all of the things I took from my hotel and Airbnb during my travels. It's a lot. Let's start with the Disney products. Got 2 bath soaps and 2 more body lotions. I can't even remember which hotel these were at and where I got these, but it's a biotin and collagen shampoo and conditioner. So I went to Florida for a family reunion. So it was this giant house and they just had everything you could ever want and need. So yeah, I just kind of took stuff from the bathrooms. I got these 2 shampoos and this body wash, which you saw I already used the other one. A hand and body lotion. This is actually pretty funny or pretty embarrassing. It reminds me of that one episode of Friends where Ross like takes everything from the hotel room and he stays until the exact minute that he needs to check out to get his money's worth. 2 toothpaste tubes, a bath soap, and a facial soap. These are bar soaps. Am I a changed woman? Do I like bar soap now? And then there are a lot of like grooming kits that I got. So I got these 2, some makeup remover and like cotton rounds. Like I really was just taking everything, wasn't I? Got some nail polish remover pads as well. I even got a nail file. So yeah, these little grooming kits and like makeup remover wipes, like so good for travel. I even took like the little toothbrushes, the extra toothbrushes. Hey, these are good for cleaning. So why would I not take them if they're free? While I'm here, I'm just gonna reorganize this bin so that I have all of my travel stuff in it so I can just grab and go. So let me do that real quick. I guess I can put this in my completed products. So that is 16. This little container is so great. It fits everything perfectly. I got this from Target a while back. I don't see it online, but I do remember seeing it in store pretty recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago. And they had a lot of them. So hopefully these are still in stock. You have like the two sides here, and then it just zips up. And yeah, it's been pretty good for all of my travels. Okay, so next time I travel, I can just grab from this bin, and that makes everything so much easier. Okay, welcome back to my closet. You guys know it's continuously a mess. One day it'll be nice and beautiful and I won't be ashamed of it, but today is not that day. Let me give you a store update. So the store used to stretch out to like here, and we're kind of clearing up this area, which is great. In this bucket I have like the bath bombs and like the new shower steamers. I should probably prioritize using these because they are gonna expire. Got some of the new bath soaps and stuff here, so those are good to go. I have some back stock of extra deodorant, body wash, makeup remover, and this is technically a travel one, so I'm actually going to move this to my travel section. Got some extra hairspray, some scalp scrub back there that is also an extra. Oh boy, these lotions, I don't know why, I just don't gravitate towards them, and I really need to get through them. Lots and lots of toothpaste, so I am good to go there. I have a Costco membership, so all set. And then back here I have some back stock of the Peach and Lily and the Ordinary milk serum, which I really love. I don't know why I got backups so soon when I have other products to get through. That was definitely a mistake. And then these two products, which this is a pumpkin one, so I feel like I should be using that now. And then I got this for free, so yeah, just waiting to find a moment to start on these. These drawers are not labeled correctly, but last month I just reorganized everything. Here I have some masks that I need to get through. It is dwindling, I would say. Definitely used to be a lot bigger. Then here I have some palettes. The goal is to get through my current palette and then pick up this one, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. This one has all my extra tooth stuff in it. A lot of it is back stock, so it's not like I'm in a rush to get through it, like these toothbrush heads. Really the only thing is this stuff, which is like a balm. It's kind of like Aquaphor. So eventually I will get around to that. I also have my whitening strips that I go through pretty regularly. I'm actually dwindling down, and I'm sad because I do use those pretty regularly. Slowly working my way through hand sanitizer. I think these are the only two I have left. I have one in my car that is almost through, and then I have these hand creams, and that is a sunscreen. A few skin products here that I should probably prioritize as well. Got some razor heads and rubber bands in here. And then this last one here just has my little sample sizes of perfume. I'm currently working on one now, and then I will revisit this. This pile of makeup, I think I need to do like a proper declutter session and just really try things on. Like if you look at this one, it does look a little dry. This one as well, even though it's more spring summer color, like I am getting close to using it up. It's just a matter of like, do I want to hang on to it? Like, is this dry? I don't know. So I need to do a proper declutter of these. Here we have new products that I've purchased. I just kind of compiled them all here so I can see them and remember that I own them. Of course, all Rare Beauty. This is what I wanted to avoid when I was doing Project Pan, and I think I had a few weak moments. I've talked about making these purchases in the last couple Project Pan videos, so it's like no secret, but I just kind of pulled everything out because I was forgetting what I purchased, which is not a good thing. The point of Project Pan is to know what is in your inventory and what you need to use up. So I I slipped a little bit, I think. So yeah, I have this front and center so that I know what I have. I will say I have this lip gloss in clear, which I'll show you, and I am like almost through it. Like I went through it so quickly, so that made me confident to purchase it in a different color. Still, probably should have waited. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Okay, I know this has been a chatty video, but I appreciate you sticking around. Again, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. But let's go through some products that I am really focusing on and hopefully will be done using up in the next go around. I'm gonna cut this open and get the last of it, but I'm actually gonna replace it with this one, which I think is perfect for fall and winter. It's a little bit of a deeper color, so it's actually, I just tested it and that's what I'm wearing now. So I do like it. I'm excited to replace it. I got this a year ago in a pack of 3. I also had the green one, which you've seen in this project pan. These have lasted, I mean, it'll be over a year with this one, so that is that's great. I've really been enjoying those this year. I've also been enjoying this Rare Beauty, the clear sparkle lip gloss. I've been using this a lot for the concerts that I go to, and like you can kind of see it's like pretty empty. I think when all of it settles, there's about this much left. Still working on the charcoal bar that is in my shower. I've been gone and I didn't use it when I was traveling, so it just kind of sat there. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to focus on finishing this up as well. I'm about to get through another Ample and ceramide shot, whatever that is, but it's great for hydration. My skin has really been enjoying this, and this is the second one out of the 3 that I have. And again, I'm definitely going to be repurchasing. This Laneige lip balm I've been working on since literally day 1 of Project Pan, and we're just so close. I don't know if you can see it, but man, I just need to finish this already. And last little category I have here is makeup. Very close to finishing this green primer. It works well for my skin, but I would love to invest in something that is a little more higher quality, because I do feel like it slips off my face a little bit, but it really does help with my redness. It is a miracle that I have finished this. It doesn't look like it, mostly because I don't really know how to scrape the rest off the sides. Like the packaging doesn't really allow for it, but I don't know if you can tell, this is really dry. I have to like really try a lot to get some product off of the brush, and I think that's a good sign. I'm really impressed with myself for getting through this, because if you know Rare Beauty blush products, they are very pigmented, so you don't have to use a lot. But I really love this color and we got through it. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this one with a different shade. This one is in Joy. The one that I just finished is in Love. And the last product that I'm going to retire and replace is this ColourPop blush. I think I have a clip of where we started, so I will put it side by side, but it's just getting to the point where there's nothing coming off the brush. And I know there's a little bit left on the sides, but I'm just over it, to be honest. And I have this new blush that is waiting for me. I say new, I've had it for a long time, but I've set it off to the side because I wanted to finish the other one. So I have this Benefit blush waiting for me. And this is product 18 for the month. So our final count for today, 18 products that we have gone through. I also have 4 products that are expired or aren't working for my skin that I'm letting go of. Let me know if I should count those or not. It was a really successful month. Lots of new products and maybe some unnecessary purchases, but I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. I am proud of the progress that I've made with some specific products and like finally getting through them. So yeah, we're still learning. Let me know if you are also doing Project Pan. I'm just trying to be realistic here. To be honest, at the end of the day, I feel like I've improved a lot with my purchasing habits and also being more mindful of just using what I have, and trying out different products as well and figuring out what I really love and what I would want to repurchase, and that in itself has made me a little bit less wasteful. So again, my goal here is to declutter these things from my space, even though even though I've brought more products in, I have more confidence in being able to use up these products, and just knowing what I have is like the first step in making that happen. Thank you again for watching this video and tuning into my Project Pan series. Again, please subscribe, help me hit 10,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. More to come. This is, even though we're at 6 months, like this is not the end of my journey. I would love to continue doing this until at least a year. So subscribe for future videos. In the meantime, I'll continue with my closet declutter, and you know, there's always more to declutter. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.